I'm joined now by Tatevik Hayrapetyan, Member of Parliament for the ruling My Step parliamentary faction. We'll be discussing the Armenian government's response to the situation in Karabakh. Ms. Hayrapetyan, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much for your invitation.
Let me start with this. The situation has intensified beyond control. Right now, at this moment, what does Armenia want, and what is the ideal possible outcome for Armenia?
I think, first of all, Armenia's first task is to draw back, both in Armenia and Artsakh, the Azerbaijani aggression, push back the Azerbaijani aggression. They started a large-scale war, and from the early morning they want to involve Armenia directly in the war, starting to shooting on Vardanis, from Vardanis side towards the villages. And in this situation, first of all, we need to stop the Azerbaijan. It's hard to talk about the ideal outcome. Our main thing is to show the entire world that Azerbaijan has brutally violated the ceasefire regime. It puts under the threat the existential security of the people living in Nagorno-Karabakh, and in this situation our main aim is to draw back the Azerbaijani aggression, which gets lots of help and encouragement from Turkey.
The government has declared martial law in Armenia. This has happened in Nagorno-Karabakh, but not in the territory of the Armenian Republic for some time. Why was it necessary for martial law to be enforced, and why is this time different to previous times?
It's noteworthy that this time it is unprecedented, because Azerbaijan is involving Artsakh, Nagorno-Karabakh, in a large-scale war, which we haven't witnessed even in back 2016. It's using a big amount of military equipment in its arsenal, and it's like literally targeting the civil population. And in this situation, since Armenia is the main guarantor of the security of Nagorno-Karabakh people, we decided to do this step, and the development shows that it was right, because Azerbaijan is obviously targeting Armenia as well. And we, as I mentioned before, we noticed that from early morning, like they started to shoot the villages in Vardanis from Turkish UAVs, and even shoot a civilian bus. In this situation, we don't have much choice.
Many reservists have been drafted to bolster the strength of the Armenian armed forces and their military capacity. Many other citizens have been encouraged to donate blood and help out in other ways. What can Armenians in Armenia do, and Armenians abroad do, to help out with regards to this situation?
In this situation, yes, there are many volunteers in Armenia who want to go to the front line, and they express their will for that. Many people want to donate blood, some people send money. So like it's a pan-Armenian thing, I mean, because in this situation, like it's not literally about the territorial things, it's about the existence. It's about the right to live. And in this situation, the only thing we can do, all Armenians living in abroad, in Armenia or in Artsakh, is to be united, to be strong, and together we will sure be able to protect our homeland and win this aggressive war which Azerbaijan has started.
The Armenian government has been called upon by international organizations and entities like NATO, the OSCE, the USA and Russia to work towards reinforcing the ceasefire. Given the intensity of the violence right now at the border, what steps can be taken to halt the violence?
First of all, let me mention that I'm not the one who should this question addressed to, because Azerbaijan has started the war. Armenia has nothing to do with the situation. The only thing Armenia can do as a guarantor of the security of the people in Nagorno-Karabakh, of our compatriots, we can give an adequate answer to Azerbaijan and punish them for this.
The Armenian government has made many strides since the 2018 Velvet Revolution in terms of anti-corruption, democracy, economic growth, human rights, tourism, traffic. But the conflict with Azerbaijan remains the thorn in the side of the Armenian state. Should the Armenian government change its approach now towards talks, compromises and other issues once the fighting has abated?
For the moment, it's hard to talk about that. Of course, at a certain moment, we will come back to the negotiations table. And the only thing I would mention here is to keep the negotiation under the format of the OSCE Minsk group. This is the only acceptable format for us. For the rest, like we are having the situation getting tense hour after hour. Turkey is deploying terroristic groups to fight against Armenians, and the huge involvement of Turkey worsens the situation. And we have no other choice than to defend our homeland.
Ms. Hayrapetyan, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you for your invitation.
And continue following our live coverage of events going on in Nagorno-Karabakh.